Well, the new council has been working really hard to deliver what we consider the mother of all budgets, the biggest budget in Yarra's history, and it's available for you to have a look at online right now. And for a month, we want to hear what you think about it, whether you think it's good, bad, or anything in between. We've had to have a big budget because the state government have told us that we have to build 44,000 new homes in Yarra over the next 20 odd years. That's a doubling of the population, so we have to prepare for that, and that's what we've done with this budget. So for example, we've built 3 new parks, 2 in Richmond, 1 in Collingwood, a new dog park, and our existing parks we're really revitalising. Here at Citizens Park, we're putting $175,000 into fixing up this park. Annette's Place, Golden Square Park, up in Fitzroy at the at Garryowen Park. We've also got mini parks planned. One of the problems with these 44,000 new homes that are expected to be built, that none of them are put aside for people on low income. So we're stepping into that problem, and we're going to use our land next to Collingwood Town Hall, council-owned land, to develop a very exciting housing project where the apartments will be well below market rate rents and pegged and put aside exclusively for low-income, younger people who keep our local economy alive, people who work in hospitality, nurses and so on. It's the first time in Australian history any council has done anything like this. I'm really proud that we're the one that's doing it. We're also boosting our sports facilities. So down at Kevin Bartlett Reserve, we're putting in a synthetic field, we're fixing up the other field, we're putting a fence between the two, and we're upgrading the pavilion down there. We're fixing up the field at Allen Bain, we're fixing up Yambala. We've got the Alphington Bowls Club at long last, they're getting their redevelopment. We're putting better lighting at George Knott, and at Napier Street, right next to the Fitzroy Public Housing Estate, we're putting in a 24/7 futsal ground for the kids up there. That's something that they've been campaigning for a very long time. On electric vehicles, they're rolling out very fast across Australia, so we're making sure that we have more and more power points. So what we're doing for the first time is we're having EV power points next to electricity poles, 20 electricity poles situated all throughout the city of Yarra. That's a really first off that we've done here. We know we've got a stormwater drain problem, but rather than just bring in a flood overlay and make it your problem, we're going to fix the stormwater drain problem. We've put $4.3 million into doing exactly that. We're spending over $2 million in improving pedestrian safety, including new pedestrian crossings outside the Cherry Tree in Cremorne, outside Abbotsford Primary School, obviously in Abbotsford. Bike infrastructure. Some people say we're trying to rip out bike lanes. That's absolutely nonsense. We're actually doubling the amount of money we're spending on dedicated bike lanes, $1.1 million, with new dedicated bike lanes in Langridge Street. We're going to extend the one in Wellington Street. We're going to fix up Gibb Street for cycling, bringing in new bike repair facilities, bike parking spots. More money than ever has been put into bike infrastructure. And by the way, that does not include the nearly $4 million we got last week from the federal government to redevelop the Linear Park into including a dedicated bike lane that will be 2 kilometres long, the longest bike lane in Yarra. We're trialling free parking in Richmond on Swan Street, on Bridge Road and Victoria Street to try and revitalise businesses in the area, in particular on Victoria Street. We've capped waste charges to the same rate as the rates, so that's going to be a big money relief for Yarra residents. Moving forward in the medium term, almost half of our residents now live in apartments, either in public housing apartments or in private apartments like I do, and they almost all don't get waste services from council, and they can't get parking permits from council. So we're reviewing our waste and parking strategy over this year, to ensure that all of Yarra get council services, and not only those people who live in houses. Please have a look at this budget. Please comment good, bad or indifferent. We'll have the final vote in June. This is the most important budget in Yarra's history, and we really want your input.